All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another video, and this video is an SGC reveal. I had submitted a couple of cards to SGC for grading maybe about a month ago, so that's actually a pretty good turnaround time considering the 4.5 months or so I'm still waiting to hear back from PSA on my last submission. So I'll keep my fingers crossed on that one. I'm not holding my breath or anything, but hopefully that one will arrive soon. But this one here is, like I said, an SGC submission, and one of the cards is a T205. That was the set that was directly after the famous T206 set. Now that set was about half the size of the T205 set. Not quite as popular, but still very old. We're talking 1911 when those cards were issued, if my memory is correct on that. But I submitted a card on with Freddie Parent, and that went along with I guess you would call it a strip card from about 1920. I think it's under what they call a Charlie Chaplin series. Those are the cards that they would just issue at different retailers when you would make a purchase. So I just thought that one, after we found it in a little flea market somewhere, would look good in a slab. So I sent that along. I don't even know if they would grade it, but I sent it, and hopefully they did. And my hope is that we can get a couple of cards maybe better than a 1. I'm not expecting to get better than a 1 because they're so old, and I know both of them did have some issues, but I'm hoping for something a little bit better than that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open this thing. And try not to cut my finger open here when I do it, which I'm pretty close to doing, it looks like. That's not a good way to do it. All right. This is a horrible, horrible way to try to open this thing. It's that Packers tape, so I apologize for that. Thought it would be a little bit easier than this, but it's not. Good thing we have the serrated edges on this knife. Alright, that should do it. Alright, I'm going to go off camera here because this thing is really tough to get off. Hold on one sec. Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's take a look at what we've got here. Packed it pretty nicely, so that's a good thing. And oh, we do have 2 slabs, so that's a good sign. So what that means to me is that they actually at least slabbed the other card that I didn't know if they would even grade or not. So happy about that. And let's just take a look at it here and see what we got. And this thing is really packed tight too, so SGC doesn't play around when they pack up their goods here, but that's good. I like that. I like having the cards protected when you send them out. Now these 2 aren't particularly valuable, at least I don't think they are, unless of course I got a really nice grade on one of them. But I like to get these older ones slabbed when I get them or find them. If I do find them raw, I just think it's, with the age being what they are, it's a better thing to have them done like that. So I'm seeing something really kind of neat already. So here we go. So this back one here is that strip card I told you about. So interested to see how that one comes out, and the front one, because the reason why I know that there's nothing on the back, and I know that strip card had nothing on the back. So let's go ahead and take a look at the card that I submitted from, I believe, about 1920 or so. And sports card guarantee. And we got a authentic. I think the reason why they grade this authentic is because because it's a hand cut card. So this particular one is called Running for Cover, it took me a lot of work to be able to actually find this thing, to be honest, online and when I submitted it. So this one here, if you look at the very bottom, you can see um, it's kind of cut there, but it actually says running for cover. I was able to find that online, luckily, so I knew what the card was, and I submitted it with that name. Now they did grade it as an authentic, so I can handle that. I wasn't expecting to get maybe more than a 1 for it anyway. I was hoping that they would actually give it a grade because I've understood that you can actually get grades on these hand cut cards, but this one apparently not. And I'm guessing it's just because of the fact that it's a hand cut card. I don't know SGC's rules on that. I'll have to do some digging on that, but that's okay. I just really wanted it slabbed, and I'm happy with that. So that's a good one. So it's get it zoomed in here real quick. A meaning authentic, 1920s. They have a number that I didn't even know, W-UNC. So I'm going to look that up and find out where they got it from. Card number 57, running for cover. I know when I was doing a little bit of research on this that there is a version that has the number on it, which usually sat right above where the R is in cover, where my thumb is on the bottom right. But this one did not have that number. So there was an unnumbered set and a numbered set. This one was an unnumbered set. The only other reason why I think it might be considered authentic is because I believe there might have been some tape lines, either on the back or the front. That could be considered an alteration on their part, or what they feel to be an alteration. So they may not have. Oh, probably because there were some tape. I think there might have been some tape marks on the outside, which is kind of a no-no in the hobby on these old ones, where they kind of frown upon having those on there and even giving you a grade. So it's one or the other, and I'll do some digging, maybe post a follow-up in our next video, kind of tell you what that was all about. But usually when you see an A like that, it's authentic. They consider it authentic, but they just do not give it a number. So that's card number one. Sorry about the long explanation there, but that's what I believe is going on there. The other one is Freddie Parent, and I think he was with the I want to say he was with Chicago back in the day. But I'm going to flip this over, and on this one we got a 2. Oh, that's really cool. So I was not expecting a 2. I was expecting probably to get a 1.5 at the most, but I'll take a 2. It's from Hassan Cigarettes, T205. I'm going to zoom in on the top here real quick. So 2 is, I believe, what they consider to be a good grading. Come on, what is up with that? There we go. Yeah, GD, 2 GD, which is good. T205 Freddie Parent. There's the picture. I just like those cards. I mean, I know they're quite a bit different from the T206s with that gold border, but the way those portraits look, it's just kind of cool. And just knowing that those things. Yeah, he was Chicago White Sox. This was what do I say, 1911. So I mean, we got a card here that's almost 110 years old, somewhere in that range. I mean, that's pretty nice. So to get a good on that, I'm pretty happy, because I wasn't expecting that. I was actually expecting maybe about a 1.5 fair. I was hoping now to get a 1.5 fair, but that's really nice. So that maybe boost my price point that I thought I would get for something like that up a bit. I don't intend to sell it, but maybe someday. It's just nice to have them slabbed out, and the protectors too. So, but just wanted to share that with you. The back, really clean back. That could be part of the reason why I got that too. I mean, there's really not much to argue about that back. It's in pretty good shape. Just a little bit of a crease in the bottom right corner, I think, really may have stopped that from going higher. But otherwise, a pretty good card, and tiny creases along the top too. So hope you guys enjoyed. It was a little bit short here, but just those 2 cards I wanted to share with you guys. Like I said, I'm still waiting on a PSA order. I don't know if it's a week out, 2, 3 weeks out, but I'm hoping not longer than that. So as soon as I get that, I will certainly post a video about it. But if you liked it, give us a sub, check like on the video, and we will see you soon. Take care.